let's break down this a little bit further and seeing our different incomes and the costs that are associated with each income, because that's going to be the driving force of where we want to lean heavier into our business. Hey, what's up, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. If y'all are new here, my name is Jordan Dewey. I'm a business analyst, and I just like talking about this type of stuff, in case business owners don't already know some of this. I work with a lot of business owners who aren't aware of this information, and this is just a way for me to help out more of y'all. If you want to talk about this any further about your own particular business, feel free to reach out, and I'll be more than happy to talk with you. So just as a recap from last time, we were seeing that even small increases percentage-wise in our income could lead to high potential increases in our actual net profit. So we could see that a 5% increase in our income here could lead to a roughly 20% increase in our net profit coming home to us. And that's a really huge number. And this could just be us talking to our clients and saying, hey, look, our prices are going up by 5%. You may lose a client here or there from a 5% increase, but that's also room for you to add on more clients at that higher price point and make more money from it in your business in general. So let's break down this a little bit further and seeing our different incomes and the costs that are associated with each income, because that's going to be the driving force of where we want to lean heavier into our business. So here we have a hypothetical grass cutting business that we have here. And we've got two services that we offer. We offer grass cutting and landscaping. We could see that grass cutting, we're charging $45. We are paying out roughly $25 to our workers, and we've got a $20 profit, which leaves us with a total profit of $20 and a 44% profit margin. Not terrible, but know that we're gonna need more volume here to bring in more profit, because we're going to have to use this profit here to pay for other expenses that we have in the business, things like our rent, things like our telephone service, and all of those other type of expenses that aren't directly related to getting this profits. So we have our landscaping here as well, another service that we offer, and we're charging, let's say, $400 per service. It costs us $150 to fulfill, and then we're making $250 off of that with a profit of $250. And we have 63% profit margins from it. Pretty healthy there. But let's note that, one of these grass cuttings, isn't giving us a whole lot. We need roughly, what would that be? We need to cut roughly 12 yards to get the same total profit as doing one of these landscaping jobs. So, is that worth it or not? It depends. It depends on the other things that you need to fulfill this, Think about things like the truck that you have and getting to each one of these places, the fuel costs, the maintenance costs, all these other costs that are kind of hidden, but you need to be aware of these things. And I'm talking about a grass cutting business right now, but this could be any type of business. You could have a storefront selling some type of products, and let's say these margins are the same, but you would still have to do the same thing. You'd have to sell 12 of these widgets in order to make roughly the same profits as selling one of these widgets. And maybe because this is at a lower price point, you're getting a lot more people coming in and buying this, or you may want to just lean heavier into your ads and your marketing into this widget number 2, so that you can get more traffic coming into that type of widget. And let's say that you've got 10 in here. I mean, these are crazy numbers, So if you were able to pick up a few more of these clients instead of focusing on this, you could see that we have drastically higher actual profits from it. And sometimes people ask me too, like, hey, Jordan, why don't you just do more of this type of stuff with your own debris and junk removal business? And the thing is that I'm not really happy with the 60% profit margin here, the gross margin. I would like that to be a lot higher, so that I don't have a lot of these other expenses and some other expenses that go along with that as well with some of these services. So what I did was, I made my business analyst business, and these are what my profit margins look like. So if I charge, let's say, $500, it's not really costing me anything but my time, and I've got things like my cell phone and things like that I have too, but I don't really consider that in the cost of getting this revenue. So I'm able to have, roughly 100% profit margins. Not really 100, because I can kind of include my advertising and things like that into my cost of goods sold for this business. But, it's somewhat negligible. I don't pay for ads or anything like that. So at most, I'm just going to estimate as a conservative number, roughly $50 to get that 500. So, with this business, I'm looking at a lot higher margins, and that's why I transitioned into this instead of just working more on my debris and junk removal business, because I would have to increase my actual revenues here, and then most likely my COGS would go up with it. I could just increase my my prices a little bit to make a few extra dollars, but there's also going to be other things that go with scaling in this business that you need to think about that will continuously increase. So that's why I did what I did. But if y'all have any other questions about things like this and how you could potentially increase the profits in your business just by doing simple things like this and seeing, the big thing is actually getting into the numbers and doing the calculations. This isn't hard math, but it does take a little bit of work just to go and look through the numbers and seeing what your actual costs are. So if you know what your actual costs are, and you just have a greater understanding of your business and how you can do better in your business in general. So this is a huge step. If you're not already doing anything like this, dig deeper into your numbers, because it's going to give you a better idea of your business and how you can increase your profits. So if y'all have any other questions about this, feel free to reach out to me. I'd be happy to help. And I hope y'all have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year coming up. See y'all next time.